The P50 Pocket is easily one of my favorite phones to come out in 2020 so far. Huawei has done a fantastic job by giving us a treat for the eyes with a good-looking phone that also has the best cameras on a foldable right now. But what did it take to actually pull the whole package together? What is Huawei's secret sauce? Hey guys, Tito James here. Huawei reached out and asked us to take another look at one of their most premium devices in the Philippines, the Huawei P50 Pocket, so I can share some inside info about their first flagship clamshell. We'll also be talking to some of our friends in the industry to ask them what they think about this phone and what they've been enjoying about it so far. Just like I said though, the P50 Pocket is quite the looker. We got the white version of this device, but if you want something that will really turn heads, you have the gold version. My wife and I prefer something a bit more low-key, so we definitely prefer this one. I'll be the first one to admit that I wasn't really a big fan of the camera array and the exterior display, but it kind of grew on me over time. But before I continue, here's what a few of our friends had to say about the looks of the P50 Pocket.
Hey, what's up guys? Gian here of Gadget Pilipinas. Now here with me is the Huawei P50 Pocket. You know what? Interesting design. It's one of I think the first from Huawei to have this kind of flipping and folding design. I love it actually, and you don't actually see the crease that much, compared to other smartphones that I've seen so far. And you know what? What I have is the golden version, which is I think has a very interesting design all throughout. And I think Iris Van Herpen is the one who co-designed this. And I must say that it's very unique.
For the design, I actually like yung texture niya. It's something different na hindi siya present with other smartphones. And it adds to the beauty and premium dun sa smartphone. The build is actually, yung materials na ginamit is better than expected. Mas maganda siya once mahawakan nyo. And the crease on the display is minimal compared to the competitor. And surprisingly, maganda yung display niya.
One of the things that Huawei is really proud of with this device is their hinge system, and it's really easy to see why. I really appreciate that it folds with no gaps in between, which means, especially for us here in the Philippines, less chance for dust and debris. That's a lot of engineering involved for their R&D team to accomplish that in what the company calls their multi-dimensional hinge design. I won't bore you with the details because I'm not an engineer, but you should know that Huawei made all of these choices to give you guys the best experience with this phone. That includes the overall durability of the Pocket, which they put a number on, and they say that it has 62% better impact resistance and 33% resistance to stress. And to be completely honest with you, I also wish that I was 33% more resistant to stress. Now, I don't know how they got those values, but we were able to go to one of their R&D facilities way back when, and they've definitely invested a lot to make sure that their devices are top-notch. Another thing that Huawei is trying to reduce with everything that went into the P50 Pocket is the crease on the display. And while you still feel a slight dip in the center of the screen, it's definitely not as pronounced as the one you can find on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, and that also comes back to the design of their hinge system. Plus, they've also put a special coating on the display, which they say is as hard as sapphires to help with its durability. While it's definitely good to know that Huawei has put a lot into making sure that the P50 Pocket can stand up to everyday wear and tear, one thing you might be asking yourself is, how is the performance? So I asked my good friend Gian how his experience has been so far.
Performance-wise, this one is actually using a Snapdragon 888, and surprisingly, I can play a lot of games here, even the AAA titles for mobile games, for mobile smartphones rather, for smartphones. So I would say that it is competitive enough, as a gaming device.
For me, the Huawei P50 Pocket has been living up to expectations. The Snapdragon 888 processor on board has been more than enough for what I need in a smartphone. I haven't had any hiccups when I've been using this as my daily driver. And if you're worried about getting the apps that you need on it, you do have to jump through a few hoops, but they made things a lot easier as the Huawei app gallery continues to grow. Plus, of course, there's Petal Search too. I'm pretty sure you've seen your fair share of app gallery content here on YouTube, but it really has improved over the years. Of course, one of my concerns when I first got this phone was its battery life, since they did have to find the right balance between that and overall performance. And those concerns didn't last very long, as we were able to get at least a day's worth of juice out of the P50 Pocket. Admittedly, there were times that I did have to reach for a power bank or charge this phone in the car, but that's on me since I did forget to charge it before I left the house. But yeah, enough about the batteries. Let's talk about one of the best things about this phone, its cameras. And like I said in the start, it has the best snappers in its class, and I stand by that statement. Just like the P50 Pro, you're getting true to life colors with this phone, which I really appreciate. The details in the shots we were able to take are fantastic and have a good amount of dynamic range. You also get the versatilities with the ultra-wide camera if you decide to take this out as the world opens up more and more. Best of all, it's so easy to frame yourself with the exterior display of the P50 Pocket, so your selfies will be next level too. So much so that I barely even use the cameras on the inside, though it can produce some great self-portraits as well. Huawei has also given us some of the best results in terms of night photography, and that hasn't changed with this device. Plus, they've given us something extremely creative with their Ultra Spectrum camera, or the CSI mode as we call it. So for sure, you're gonna love taking photos with this device, and if you're looking for a compact smartphone, the Huawei P50 Pocket is definitely something you should consider. So that's been our experience and some of our friends' experience with a fantastic clamshell from Huawei. You can visit their stores if you want to check it out yourself, or if you're convinced that's where you can purchase it too, or if you're more comfortable staying at home and ordering it online, you can also go to their official website. All the links will be down below. Now, the white version of the Huawei P50 Pocket is priced at $69,999, and if you want the Ultra Luxe Premium Gold version, that's 86,999 pesos. Alright, so that pretty much does it for this second check-in with the Huawei P50 Pocket. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest in tech, head to Unbox.ph. Plus, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and listen to our podcast on Spotify. My name is Tito James. Peace, God bless. See you guys next time, and of course, stay safe.